Blackjack It. It's a game based off playing blackjack against what I would assume is the dead. Maybe people that I know, maybe people that I don't, but I've heard it's a very good game, and I was like, I might as well try it. Let's log in.
Without a gasp, a flicker of memory, or even a name, you wake in the underworld. Souls shamble restlessly under a crimson sky. Somewhere in the distance, the ferryman awaits you. For a price, he might take you back to the life you were robbed of.
Amazing voice acting so far, by the way.
But you'll need coin. Lots of it.
Coins? Or is it just coin? Hey, they've grabbed my attention.
You are finally here again. How I have missed you. My name is Reed. You might struggle to remember me, that's all right. Let's get back to something familiar.
Just controlling the volume.
Here, take some coins. I won't ask you to pay me back. It's a gift. Now, we must both pay the blind.
Okay.
And cards, of course.
Okay.
Draw one and place it on the table. Now it's my turn.
Okay.
The goal is to get close to 21, but not over.
Okay, so like normal
If
blackjack.
your cards add up to 22 or more, you bust. Since you only have an 8, you are safe to draw. My turn again. 17 is a risky spot to be in. If you draw a 5 or higher, you bust. I suggest you part.
But no, okay. So statistically speaking, we go from 0 to 10. So if your range, so for example at 17, you need to draw a card that's higher than 5. So statistically speaking, you have a better chance of drawing a higher number card than a lower number card. So it's always recommended that you pass. Of course, taking into consideration if the person you're playing against has also drawn like an 8 or a 10 or a 9, you know, for both turns, then statistically speaking, you have a better chance of getting a lower number.
Once we've both passed, we compare our cards and see who wins. Oh no, it seems I've gone over 21. Because I busted and you didn't, you won.
So don't bust,
guys. The winner gets their bet back, and the loser's coins go to the pot. The winner's pot holds all the coins we lose. If I lose my last coin, you get everything in the winner's pot. Your opponent will always take the first turn. It's just a little rule I made to help you out.
That rule goes into again, so if he draws a high number card, we're more inclined to draw our own card because we'll see that, for example, he has a low card. Of course, we have to draw on our first draw, but we know that we have a higher chance of having a high number card unless we both have 2 different card decks, which then does make things a bit complicated.
Soothing, isn't it?
We draw again.
Ace. Try putting it into your sleeve instead of playing.
So again, another rule with aces, depending on the situation and the call, an ace can either be equal to 11, so I lied, the highest number is not 10, it's 11, and then it can also be a 1. So for example, if you are on 20 and then you draw an ace, you can then essentially have it set as 1, so then you have 21. Or if you have if you have 10 and then you draw the ace, that can be set as 11 and you have 21. It just depends. I'm assuming this card game has abilities clearly. So if I read, this card uses the value that brings you closest to the target. This card uses the value that brings you closest to the target. All your multi-value cards are adjusted together. Blackjack consists a blackjack constant of an ace with any value and a card with the value 10. There cannot be any other cards on your table side.
Every time you sleeve, some of your coins are moved to the bet. Since you didn't play a card, it is still your turn. might have noticed already that some slots on the table have costs.
Okay.
See what happens when I play into it. Playing a card into the slot forced me to raise the bet. Most souls you encounter will try to avoid this for as long as they can. Don't worry. Take a chance.
So that can become very risky. So essentially, it's telling you, well, yes, you might want to, even if you're closer to 21, and you have the higher probability of drawing a lower number card, you then run the risk of having to put more coins up for grabs, and if you then go bust, those coins go into the pot, which then puts you at a disadvantage. So there are rules and regulations. And he also said soul, so I'm assuming we'll play other characters against other characters anyway. This is the tutorial, of course, I assume.
Pass. You are at 19. You should also pass.
So we don't get the option to again, my gambler side does take control of me sometimes, and I feel like I could roll a 2, but he literally just rolled a 2, so that's not in our favor.
You win again. Well done.
Thank you.
How wonderful. An ace.
This card uses okay. So I thought that was an ability, but that's just what I basically said. It brings you closest to, so whatever you need, either 1 or 11.
A 10. Seems we're both in luck today. Now is a good time to talk about slot effects. You start each encounter with 2 of them in your rightmost slots. If you play a card there, the effect is activated. Play your ace into any slot with an exploit effect.
When this
force me to pay my last coin into the bet.
When this card would be discarded from the table, it is instead removed until the end of this encounter.
Notice that your ace has 2 values.
Brief intermission there. Like I said, he said something to me, but I remember what he said to me. But yeah.
Pass.
We're both at 21.
A blackjack beats everything, even 21. To get a blackjack, you need an ace and any card with the value 10. If neither one of us have a blackjack and our total values are the same, the highest card is the tiebreaker.
Okay.
And just like that, I am out of coins. You win.
If
you get all the coins that have built up in the winner's pot. If you bring them to a shop, you may spend them to improve your deck.
This icon represents the boss traveling through this realm. You will find them in different realms each time you take your journey. However, the boss icon to see their curse. A curse is a negative modifier that will be active during your encounter with them. Most importantly, keep a lookout for shops in addition to what you see in the realm. There will be always one shop after every boss. Now visit a shop. Reed is waiting. So essentially, this is like I don't know what name for this there is, but like in a bunch of games, it's like a tower defense essentially. So we pick one of these routes, then we go off to the next one, awaken card or wild cards. Then we have to play against the soul, and then we get the option to then go against a buff, a debuff, whatever up, and then we go back to a boss. So it's essentially levels portrayed as like traces. But if there's any confusion, then it'll be explained later on. So the thing is, it doesn't matter which one I pick, for example, because if I pick this one, I'll still be able to choose. No, it does kind of matter, because if I pick this one, I'll only be able to choose awaken cards. But if I pick this one, I'll be able to choose wild cards or awaken cards. So this one's just the smarter option.
Oh, hello. Such a pleasant surprise. When you start a journey, you will choose 3 suits that will be in that journey's shops. For this journey, I have already chosen a few good ones for you. The clubs are my favorite. Coins in the winner's pot will be spent first, but you may dip into your personal stash as well. Have a look around. Try awakening a card or buy something new. It is all up to you. You may leave whenever you want.
I didn't mean to buy that. No. Can I unbuy that? Anyway. Insight. Look at and rearrange the top X card of your deck. You may put them on top or bottom. Okay. So whatever card is on top of our deck, we can either put it at the bottom or at the top. And we can see what it is. Okay, that's pretty useful actually. Choose one blank card in your deck and awaken it, unlocking. So that effect of it is essentially locked behind that. So is there other cards? So each card has an effect, I'm assuming, a type of effect. And this allows us to awaken it. Choose one card in your deck and remove it from the journey. This cost will increase each time. So if you do make a mistake, it costs you to return it. These cost us nothing to buy. But the more cards you have, the harder it does get. So just be careful of that. The first time you sleeve a card each round. Insight. Look at and rearrange. So what is this though? What does this do for me? I wonder. Drain. So these are the abilities that you can have. So multiple values, drain, and adjacent. And the one written on the card, I'm assuming, is the one that activates. I hope so anyway. So drain. Decrease the target's card value to 0 and increase this card's value to the highest. And increase this card's highest value by the same amount. If the target has multiple values, only the leftmost value will be drained. Okay. So if the enemy has a 3-card value, that 3 card will go to 0, and this card will go up to 9. That was pretty nice, to be honest. I could dip into my own personal savings, but I already have plenty of cards right now. And
before you leave, one last piece of advice.
Okay.
Your deck comes with face cards. Try playing them next to each other and see what happens. Don't fear defeat. I will always be here for you.
So is that a guiding light? Is that someone that's going to take care of us? So awakened card or wild cards. Either or will lead me to a shop. So I want to awaken a card. That sounds pretty cool. Exhaust, insight. So do I choose what card I want to? Okay, so I put it there and then I awaken. Okay. And so we have insight. So these are all the same ability, but this is insight 2. This is insight 3. I wonder what does that mean. It just means the exact same thing. Okay. This effect triggers when a card is played into the card's hollow slot. Whisper effects are not optional. Okay, so I want an insight card, and then I'll awaken that. So yes, the moment a card has a name on it, that enacts the that enacts its ability.
I'm feeling it today.
So are these devils? Are we fighting against devils, or are we just naturally going against them? Abilities. Force the opponent to put X coins into the bet. So it can force us to put a certain amount of coins to the bet. How many? I couldn't tell you. He has less coins than us, so statistically we're at an advantage as long as we can win our round. So assuming the game is trying to help us out here. We draw again. We're at 13. So we're below the 17 range and also below the 15 range. So we're better off. Yeah, there we go. Passing. So see, now we could go for we could force a push, but if we get any card over a 6, we're in trouble. But I'm willing to take that risk because we have more coins than him.
Next one.
I don't know why. Like I said, we have an even amount of coins now, so we should be fine. He loves his queen and all people. We hit one more time here. What is this? Does this stop it from being played? Okay, so it stops it from being played. And then we can spin another card. Oh my god. We're actually not having a good time. Like, this is horrible, by the way. Okay. So we're not supposed to hit yet. We're not supposed to hit, but we've drawn 2 powerful cards. There's nothing we can do about it. We have to just flip, man. We'll pass now, I guess.
I got you good.
We got destroyed. We've been sent to hell. Journey results. That was just the tutorial, though. That doesn't count, of course. High complexity hearts have negative values when awakened and can break other cards. I'm a high complexity person. In shops, low complexity diamonds can rearrange it, so I want to rearrange, and then so I want high complexity, being able to break people's cards. I want the ability to see what cards I have. And then I also want to give the enemy a hard time. So I'm assuming that's the card, like how the cards would look, like they're odd, if you will.
Oh, back so soon.
Okay, buddy, there's no need to
How
be so
did
mean.
your first gen go?
Can we respond?
This
Oh, okay.
place has a tendency to catch people unawares.
Yeah,
But
just play the
don't
game.
let it get to you.
Okay, and that's where we stop. We don't play anymore. We just pause. And we win.
Well played.
There we go. Because we forced him to, not essentially forced him, but he had to put in 2 more coins, and then he also didn't match up the numbers. So we know our cards here. Oh. These are the cards we've played. So we know out of those cards. Wait. Oh, my bad. Out of these cards, we have these cards left. So we either have a 1, well, -1 or -11, essentially. We have 2 high numbers, and we have 3 10s still. So depending on what we get. So, for example, we have a 4 here, which means the 4 is not playable. So this will help us tell us how many cards we have in our deck still, which is pretty nice, actually. So, for example, if we were to spin, we have a 3, a 5. So to go bust, we're at 14. So to go bust right now, if we pull anything higher than a 7, we're in trouble. And we don't even have a 7 in the first place. We have a 3, a 5, a 6, and a 1, essentially. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have numbers that will make us go bust, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's like a 50% chance our next pull-out dice is going to essentially put us over what we're supposed to. So that's not good. So the smart decision to pass here. But he wins the point. It was a safer option, but he wins the point. So now we only have high cards left. Well, we have 4 high cards left, and we have 4 low cards left. So depending on what we get here, we can go for another high card. And then we have to stop here because we have 2 10s, sure, but we also add 17. So anything above a 4 would make us go bust, and we all have only 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of our 6 cards would make us go bust, and that's not the odds. Like, gambling is fun, but also being smart about your statistical odds is also pretty fun. So we tie here. But since we have the higher value card, we win.
Good luck, my friend.
So we're getting into the game now. We're getting connected to the game as a singular gross unit. Okay, so this time we go to the shop. break. Apply the broken keyword to the target card for the rest of this round and change its positive value to their negative counterpart. Change its positive value to its, I don't know what that means exactly. The slot to the left and the right of the opposing slot, but not the opposing slot itself. So it can only attack diagonally. And then we can pay 2 coins to attack a card. Okay. Mend. Ignore the broken keyword. So that's when we get attacked by broken. Okay. What else? Play into any slot. So what does that mean? Any slot on the table, including yours and your opponent's. Okay, that's I like that actually. Oh, so hollow means I can play a card on that one. So can I play another hollow on a hollow? So for example, our 4 earlier, it's a hollow. So I can play a 9 and a 4 together. But I don't know if that would count as a I can't tell if that's a -4 or a +4, but I guess we'll find out as we play on. Another 5 won't be too bad. I like low number cards make things a lot more interesting. Choose one card from a random selection of 4 cards from this pack suit. I'll do that. Exhaust, whisper. So this effect triggers when a card is played into this hollow card slot. Whisper effects are not optional. Gain. This card gains the value of X as the multiple card. This value is just, I don't know what that means. We'll find out. A lot of this is just us experimenting. So this time we don't have a choice on whether to go. We have to discard a card. It's not a choice. I would get rid of a 1/10 because we have 3 10s already. So like either way, I'll be fine.
I knew you would come.
You didn't know Jack, brother. He has 17. He physically can't go anymore. Yeah, he has to pass. The problem is, I never lose. Look at the top of your deck and put it back. Okay, yeah, confirm. I'll look at it. So that was a 10, I'm assuming.
I don't understand.
What cards do we have? So we have 2 10s left, a 9 and an 8. Okay, I'm okay with those odds. So here we go. So we can put another card on this card. So we can do that. And that's 15. Okay. So we're at 15. We can always go for one more. But we go bust with 6. And anything above a 6, we go bust. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 cards out of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 of the 5 cards we have can make us go bust. But we're currently under him in the point. So I'll pass. So we tie. Beautiful. And we have the highest value card again. Oh! So good game.
Promised victory.
Yeah. I don't know. I told you. See, once we had our first up, once we had our first down, now we're going up. There's a song about that somewhere. Now I was down, but now I'm up. So I can choose 2. Okay, so wild cards let me choose 2 of any of cards. So that's the hollow effect, broken. The value of this card can only be negative or a 0. Okay, I like negative cards. I haven't used a negative card yet, so we're gonna find out if it minuses our score. If it does, that'd be pretty sick. And look at the top. They have the exact same function, but I want this one. Sorry. So this is the boss. So this is the official guy.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Mom said I shouldn't.
No, I'm pretty sure. Oh.
I don't know if you are a stranger. Are you?
What is a kid doing it now? What the? Multiple values. This card uses the value that brings you the closest to the target. Yeah, yeah. This card, trading cards move all the cards around the table equal to the number of their back and front. They are Knives' favorite card. Okay, I don't know what that means exactly yet, but we'll find out. 3. 10. We're currently tied, so I go for a second one. Okay, we stop here. We pause. And we win.
I don't really care if I lose.
Yeah, you know what? And I don't care about you, bitch. That was a bit mean. So that is a so yes, -4. Yeah, okay, that does check out then. So we have 2 negative cards. So I hope we get to. Don't remember putting that into my deck actually. We have a lot of high playing cards. If we get 10, if we get an 8, that's bad. But I'll put it here. Try to save myself. Pause. Okay, so so essentially, I don't know if it's clockwise or anti-clockwise, but both of any card of the train card forces the entire deck, like me and you. So when you, like you know when you play like Crazy Uno and you're forced to swap decks, so is it Uno flip? One of the two. Essentially Uno flip, which kind of saved that honestly. So I'll pass again here, unless he gets another chooch. Oh yeah, there we go. So this can really tie up the games. I could pass, and yeah, I'm probably gonna, because look, we have too many big cards right now. The risk is just not worth it. Wait one sec. If we get a negative card, yeah, that's pretty good for us. But it's not worth the risk. We have so many cards on the line. Fuck.
I didn't touch a card. Promise.
He's gonna be so this is all our coin. This is almost all our coins. We have to win this one. It's not like a question. Yep, that's it. And we pause. We're not gonna be able to win against him. Yeah, we can't do anything.
Win?
These guys are actually hard. These guys are harder than I thought. These abilities, I'm just not. We have to win this round or else everything hits the fan. What the hell was that card? Lost soul. Without a gasp, a flicker of memory, or even a name, they drift. This card has no value. It cannot be affected by any value changing effects. Okay.
That's the highest one.
Activate. So I don't know what that does though. Can only be 0 or negative. Okay, so it breaks the value. Okay. He has a full deck, so we win this one.
Pass, I think.
And then I'll pass. So I win this round.
We can take turns winning and losing.
Okay, we're slowly coming back into the system. Gain 7 and 4. Okay, what cards do we have left? Okay, we still have some. We have enough. We have a lot of cards to make this pretty good for ourselves. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put them back on the top. So we have a 4. So we essentially have a 9. Okay. Okay, we have a 9. I can work with that. So we know no matter what, we're not gonna go bust. -4, even better. We have an 8 and a 5 and a -3 left. So even an 8 won't make us go bust. That's okay. That's not good. That's very bad.
Should I pass?
We have to pray that we get a 20. A tie. And then we pass. We have the highest value card with an... No, they have a 13. Fuck.
I won? I don't really get, but it's fun.
This game is brutal, by the way. This game does not go easy on you from the get-go. Maybe I just suck, though. That's also a possibility. Maybe I just suck. I don't care about this girl, bro. Genuinely. It's that I play too slow. I say, like, we get close. They keep edging us. They grab us, and then they don't let us finish.
Got a sense of humor sometimes, but so do I.
I hope you die. I genuinely hope you never live life to its fullest potential. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. That is... Let's go back to the main menu. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Black Jacket. That is genuinely was such a fun game. Like, there's just so much story behind it. Like, who are the kids? Who's this old man? Who's that lady? Like, are we connected to them? Or what are we playing for? And I would love to play more of it, honestly. I'll probably gladly play some more of it again, but I hope you enjoyed this first half. Part 2 might come in a year or two. But yeah, that was Blackjack. Peace.